Pick it up, cashier girl. Every single one. The fluorescent lights of Midnight Mart flicker as three figures step through the automatic doors. 11:47 p.m. The store sits at the edge of a neighborhood most people avoid after dark, wedged between a closed laundromat and a pawn shop with bars on its windows. Rowan Blake stands behind the register, 17, thin in a way that suggests meals are sometimes optional. Her dark hair is pulled back in a messy knot. The fluorescent light buzzes overhead. Chase Whitmore walks toward her like he owns the building. He is 18, tall with the kind of jaw that photographs well and eyes that never warm up. Behind him, Evan holds his phone at chest level, camera light glowing red. Kyle blocks the door. Chase picks up a bag of chips, examines it, then drops it. The bag hits the linoleum with a soft crinkle. He drops another. Another. 5 bags scatter across the floor. I said pick them up. Chase leans against the counter. What's the matter? They don't teach manners in whatever hole you crawled out of. Rowan bends down. Her movements are slow, methodical. She picks up the first bag, places it back. The second, the third. Her eyes stay low, but she positions herself with her back toward the shelving unit, never exposed. Chat is going crazy, Evan mutters. Already at 400 viewers. Hey, cashier girl. Smile for the camera. My followers want to see the local wildlife. Rowan straightens. She doesn't smile. Her gaze flicks to the security camera in the corner. She has memorized every camera in this store during the 11 months she has worked here. Silent treatment. Chase tilts his head. That's adorable. Evan, get a close-up. Evan circles the counter, phone extended. Rowan doesn't flinch. Her breathing stays even. 3 counts in, 3 counts out. Chase grabs a bottle of soda from the cooler, cracks it open, then deliberately tips it sideways. Brown liquid splashes across the register, dripping onto the floor. Nobody cares what happens here. No witnesses, no heroes, just people like you hoping nobody notices you exist. Rowan reaches for the rag in her apron. She wipes the counter in smooth motions. Her jaw tightens for a fraction of a second, then relaxes. Not even a flinch. Come on, cashier girl. Give me something. She stays silent. Not because she is scared. She stays silent because she knows something they don't. Chase finishes the soda and sets the empty bottle down. You know, I've been coming here for 3 weeks now. He sits down. Every single night, same thing. You never say a word. What's your deal? Rowan finishes wiping the counter, folds the rag neatly, and finally meets his eyes. Your total is $4.27. Chase blinks, then laughs. Did you hear that? She speaks. He pulls out his wallet and drops a 5 on the counter. Keep the change. Same time tomorrow, cashier girl. He snaps his fingers at Evan and Kyle. They follow him toward the door. Then Chase pauses. He turns back. You know, I did some digging. Found some interesting things about you, Rowan Blake. The name lands like a stone. Rowan's hand moves slightly closer to the small red button hidden under the counter. 11 months at this dump. No social media, no friends, no family. Just a P.O. box and a scholarship application to a college 3 states away. Almost like you're running from something. He pauses. Or someone. The automatic doors slide shut. The store falls silent. Rowan waits exactly 60 seconds. Then she exhales. Her hand moves away from the button. Not yet. The next night, Chase arrives earlier. 9:15 p.m. He waits until the other customers leave. Then he approaches the counter. Miss me. Rowan is restocking cigarettes. She doesn't turn around. We close in 2 hours. Chase pulls something from his jacket. A photograph. He slides it toward her. Rowan's hand stops. The photograph shows a girl, maybe 14, standing in front of motorcycles. Beside her stands a man in his early 20s, his arm around her shoulders. His jacket bears a patch. Iron block. Interesting company you used to keep. Damon Blake, your brother, right? Word is he used to run with some serious people. He taps the photograph. How fast do you think they'll pull your funding when they find out you grew up with a biker gang? Rowan's jaw tightens. He's not in a gang anymore. Chase laughs. The internet doesn't care about anymore. It only cares about what was. And what was is a scared little girl hiding behind her big scary brother. Now she's all alone. The fluorescent light flickers. In the brief darkness, Rowan's posture shifts. What do you want? Chase grins. Now we're getting somewhere. The following week establishes a pattern. Chase arrives every night between 9 and 10. Sometimes he brings Evan. Sometimes Kyle, sometimes both. The demands escalate. Monday, he makes her reorganize the candy display 3 times. Tuesday, he streams her cleaning the bathroom after Kyle deliberately misses the toilet. Wednesday, he discovers her textbooks and reads her notes aloud to the camera, mocking her dreams. Listen to this. She wrote resilience in the margins like 12 times. Honey, you're not resilient. You're just too stupid to know when to give up. Rowan takes the books back without a word. Her expression is blank, but her eyes track the camera in the corner, still recording everything. Thursday brings escalation. Chase arrives with a baseball bat. Slow night, he observes. The store is empty. Just you and me, cashier girl. Rowan's gaze drops to the bat, then rises to his face. I've been too nice, Chase continues. He walks along the aisles, letting the bat trail across the shelves. I keep giving you chances to be entertaining, and you keep disappointing me. The bat, Rowan says quietly. Put it down. Or what? Chase laughs. He swings the bat, knocking protein bars to the floor. What are you going to do? Call the cops? By the time they get here, I'll be long gone, and tomorrow your brother's photo will be everywhere. He approaches the counter, bat on his shoulder. You have nothing, cashier girl. No power, no friends, no future. Chase sets the bat down with a heavy thunk. He pulls out his phone, props it against a gum display. You're going to kneel behind that counter. You're going to say, thank you, Chase, for letting me keep my job. Or I post the photo. The store is silent. Rowan looks at the phone. The recording light blinks. She looks at the bat. She looks at Chase. No. The word is quiet, almost gentle. Chase blinks. Excuse me. I said no. Rowan straightens. Something in her posture has changed. I'm not going to kneel. I'm not going to thank you. And I'm not going to let you destroy what I've built. Chase looks genuinely surprised. Then his expression darkens. Wrong answer. He grabs her name tag, ripping it from her apron. He throws it on the ground, crushes it under his heel. You're nothing. You're garbage. And when I'm done with you, everyone's going to know it. Rowan doesn't look at the ruined tag. Her eyes are fixed on the camera in the ceiling. You want to know something, Chase? I've been waiting for this. For you. For someone exactly like you. Waiting for what? A hero? Because nobody's coming to save you. No. Rowan meets his eyes. I was waiting for you to go too far. On camera. With witnesses. She tilts her head. You have no idea what you just triggered. Chase laughs. Nice try. But you have nothing. He reaches across the counter, grabs her hair, and yanks her forward. Rowan's head hits the counter. Chase holds her there, the bat pressed against her back. Last chance, he whispers. Kneel. Say the words. Or I end you. Rowan's hands are flat on the counter. Her eyes are closed. But beneath the counter, her foot shifts. Weight transferring. Her center of gravity drops, and 3 blocks away, a red light begins to blink. The alert system at Midnight Mart has been silent for 4 years. When Rowan started working here, she asked about getting it fixed. A safety concern. The manager agreed. What he didn't know is that Rowan configured the alert to ping a specific phone, a number her brother made her memorize when she was 14. If you're ever in trouble, real trouble, you hit that button and I'll come. No questions. She hasn't pressed it in 3 years. Tonight, the button activates on its own. A failsafe she installed. If certain conditions are met, conditions like a baseball bat pressed against an employee's spine, the alert goes out 0.3 blocks away. Damon Blake sees the notification and starts his engine. Chase presses harder. I'm waiting. Kneel. Rowan's breathing hasn't changed. 3 counts in, 3 counts out. You know what your problem is? You think silence makes you strong. But I don't get bored, cashier girl. I get creative. He pulls her head back. Open your eyes. Look at me. Rowan's eyes meet his. There is something different in them now. Good girl. He releases her hair. Now on your knees. Rowan doesn't kneel. Instead, she straightens up. The movement is fluid, casual, but something about it makes Chase hesitate. Her feet have shifted. Her hands hang loose at her sides, relaxed, ready. What are you doing? I'm done, Rowan says. I'm done being your content. I'm done being your punching bag. And I'm done pretending to be scared of you. Chase stares, then laughs. Look around. There's nobody here. Just me and my bat, and 1,000 ways to ruin your life. You forgot something. Yeah? What's that? Rowan tilts her head toward the ceiling. Cameras. Chase glances up. So what? By the time anyone reviews that footage, I'll have 50 lawyers. Not that camera. Rowan's lips curve slightly. Yours. She points at his phone. Still recording. The view count reads 2,300 and climbing. Chase's expression flickers. He had forgotten about the live stream. The evidence being uploaded to servers he doesn't control. Turn it off. But Evan isn't here. Kyle isn't here. For the first time tonight, Chase is alone. And Rowan is not afraid. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to put down the bat. You're going to walk out that door. And you're never coming back. Or what? Or you find out why I've been letting you push me around for 3 weeks. Chase processes this slowly. Letting me? Yes. And you just lost. Chase moves. The bat swings upward. But Rowan is not where she was. She steps aside, pivoting. Her hand shoots out, catching Chase's wrist. Her fingers wrap around the joint with precision. Muscle memory. Thousands of repetitions. The wrist lock is textbook. Chase's grip loosens. His body follows his wrist, twisting. Rowan pivots again, redirecting his weight. The bat clatters to the floor. Chase stumbles, his balance gone. They are frozen. Chase bent over the counter, his arm trapped. Rowan standing over him, her breathing steady. The live stream captures everything. What? How did you? 3 years of Krav Maga. My brother taught me before I left. Let go of me. This is assault. For what? Defending myself against someone who grabbed my hair, threatened me with a bat, and tried to force me to kneel? On camera. With 2,000 witnesses. The view count has climbed past 3,000. The comments have shifted. No longer mocking. Now demanding answers. You set me up. No. Rowan releases his wrist, stepping back. I was waiting. There's a difference. She retrieves the bat, sets it on the counter, and returns to the register. You could have stopped me weeks ago. And then what? One incident. Your word against mine. Your family's lawyers against my scholarship application. I needed a pattern. I needed evidence. I needed you to escalate until even your money couldn't make it disappear. Before Chase can respond, the automatic doors open. Damon Blake steps into Midnight Mart. He is 26, broad-shouldered with a presence that makes rooms feel smaller. His jacket bears no patches. Instead, a laminated ID badge, federal security contractor, but his eyes are the same, cold and assessing. Rowan. His voice is controlled. You good? I'm fine. She gestures at Chase. He's not. Damon walks toward the counter. Chase backs up until he hits the magazine rack. I didn't. I was just joking around. This is a misunderstanding. Damon doesn't respond. He picks up Chase's phone, examines it, then turns the camera to face Chase. Say that again. For your audience. Chase's face drains of color. The view count is past 5,000. Aye. That's what I thought. Damon sets the phone down, still recording. Then he turns to Rowan. Tell me everything. Rowan takes a breath. His name is Chase Whitmore. He's been coming here for 3 weeks. Every night, he harasses me. He films me without consent. He threatens to expose my past. Tonight, he brought a baseball bat. He grabbed my hair. He pressed the bat against my back and demanded I kneel and thank him. The comments explode. I have 11 months of security camera recordings. Every visit, every threat. I didn't fight back because I knew nobody would believe me. I'm a scholarship student from the wrong side of town. He's a rich kid with lawyers. So I waited. I documented. And tonight, when he finally went too far, I made sure the whole world was watching. Damon nods. You did good, Ro. He pulls out his phone. This is Damon Blake, federal security contractor, badge number 7429. I need police and an evidence preservation team at Midnight Mart on Ashford Street. Documented harassment, assault with a weapon, and a pattern of predatory behavior. You can't do this. My father will. Your father will what? Pay off the witnesses? Bury the footage? Damon gestures at the phone. 6,000 people just watched you threaten my sister with a baseball bat. By tomorrow, that number will be 6 million. The sirens arrive 11 minutes later. Officers enter, assessing the scene. They find Chase on the floor, his bravado evaporated. They find Rowan behind the counter with a folder of documentation she prepared weeks ago. They find Damon standing between them. The officers take statements. They review the live stream. They examine the security system, and they find something else. Sir, you need to see this. An officer holds up Chase's phone. On the screen is a folder labeled Content Archive. Inside are dozens of videos. Different locations. Different victims. Different girls who thought nobody was watching. 5 of them at least. Rowan recognizes one face. Mira Vaughn, from her chemistry class. He's been doing this for months. These videos were shared in private groups. Subscription only. His viewers paid to watch. This was never just about Rowan. She was just the latest target. Chase is crying now. I didn't mean for it to go this far. It was just a game. Just content. Nobody responds. The officers lead him out in handcuffs. Chase stumbles on the threshold, looking back at Rowan. Not anger. Fear. Pure and overwhelming. The doors close. Rowan exhales. For 3 years, she has been running from her past. Tonight, she stopped running. The aftermath unfolds over weeks. Chase is charged with assault, harassment, and distribution of intimate images. His family's lawyers work overtime. But the live stream footage is everywhere. The 5 other victims come forward. Evan turns witness in exchange for reduced charges. He provides access to the private subscription group, the payment records, the messages where Chase bragged about breaking his targets. Kyle vanishes. The Title IX investigation concludes within 2 weeks. Rowan's scholarship is not only preserved, but expanded. The administration issues a formal apology. New policies are implemented. Mira finds Rowan in the library one afternoon. She slides a cup of coffee across the table and nods once. "Thank you," she whispers. Rowan nods back. Damon visits the store one last time. He brings technicians who install a new security system. Federal grant for small businesses in high-risk areas. I filed the paperwork last month. He glances at Rowan. Someone reminded me that protection shouldn't be a privilege. That night, after everyone has left, Rowan and Damon stand outside the store. "You didn't need me," Damon says. "No, but I'm glad you came anyway. Always. No matter how far you go, no matter what name you use, I'll always come." Rowan nods. For a moment, she looks like the 14-year-old in that photograph. Then she straightens. "I have to finish my shift." Damon laughs. "Yeah, you do." He starts toward his truck, then pauses. "Hey, Ro, that wrist lock was textbook. I taught you well." She rolls her eyes, but she's smiling. Inside, the store is quiet. The new security cameras hum softly. Rowan settles behind the register and opens her laptop. The scholarship application is still there. Tonight, she clicks submit. The confirmation email arrives. Attached is a character reference letter. The sender, D. Blake, federal security contractor. She reads it anyway. Rowan Blake is the strongest person I know. Not because she fights, but because she chooses when not to. She endured 3 years of fear and 3 weeks of humiliation to ensure that justice would stick. She protected not only herself, but 5 other women. She is exactly the kind of person your institution should be proud to support. Rowan closes the laptop. Outside, the neon sign steadies. Blue light spills across the counter, the register, the girl who refused to break. She picks up her textbook and begins to read. The automatic doors slide open. An elderly woman enters. "Late night?" she asks. "Always," Rowan replies. "Can I help you find something?" The woman shakes her head. Rowan returns to her book. 3 weeks ago, she was a target. 2 weeks ago, a victim. 1 week ago, a witness. Tonight, a survivor. And tomorrow, something else entirely. Her phone buzzes. Application status update. She doesn't open it immediately. She lets it sit there, a promise of something better waiting beyond the horizon. When her shift ends at 6 a.m., she walks out into the dawn. The sky is purple and gold. Her car waits in the corner of the parking lot. She unlocks the door, slides in, and finally opens the notification. "Dear Ms. Blake, we are pleased to inform you that your application has been moved to the final review stage." She stops reading. She just sits there, letting the words sink in. Then she laughs. Not the hollow sound she's learned to fake, but something real, something bright. She pulls out of the parking lot, turns onto the highway, and drives toward the sunrise. Behind her, Midnight Mart fades into the distance. Ahead, the road stretches on, empty and open. She doesn't look back.